Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Saratoga Racecourse here on Wednesday. It is the 10th of August 2022. Gonna look the 8th race from the spot, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. I mean it, around the world. Join me this Saturday for my Arlington Million from Churchill. Yes, I know it sounds weird. And the 4-star Dave. It looks like it's going to be a good race there. But let's look at the 8th race from Saratoga. A race that always comes up good. It's not the marquee event of the year, but it always shows up good. The 8th race, it's Tail of the Cat Stakes. It's going for a purse of $135,000. Race for 4-year-olds and upwards, not won a grade sweepstakes in 2022. We have a field of 5 horses going to the main track. The distance of ground of 1,400 meters, or the distance of ground of 7 furlongs on the Saratoga main track. 1,400 meters, 7 furlongs here. My top selection, I'm going to go take the number 4 horse here, Repo Rocks. Let's go 4-2-3-1 in the superfecta. 4-2-3-1 super, top selection of 4 horse, Repo Rocks. 4-year-old gelding by Tapture. Gregory D. Primera trains one. Gets Wolferton up in the saddle. The horse's most recent out, I gave him John Neruda at Belmont, 7 furlongs on the 2nd of July, and the horse finished 3rd by 7.5 lengths. Wasn't Catching Life is good, who is much the best. Speaker's Corner posted quite a few triple-digit buyers this year. This horse was just second best behind some decent, very, very decent horses. Coming with a step-down class back to Saratoga, this horse never won locally, but she got a good trip from a track position. I think his buyers are up to scratch, and I think he really run a good race here today. 2 back in the Ben Salem Match Series race at Parks, a mile 16th on the turf course, 14th of June. He finished 6th by 21.5 lengths there, and he just was wide. He never really shut up. His turf races have been very, very subpar. It's not his preferred surface. Also, routing that trip isn't his preferred trip. And then prior to that, in the Grade 3 Run Happy at Belmont, 6 furlongs, 14th of May. He finished 4th by 5.5 lengths. He didn't break that well, and he just kind of hit the wall. As a favorite, he desperately needed the race. And then the 28th of April at Belmont, 6 furlongs and an optional 6-2 claimer. He won by 5.25 lengths. Horrible beginning, but he settled well after that. He slowly moved his way up, and he got the job done. A very good run. His races over the winter at Aqueducts weren't bad at all. He had a decent 3rd in the Tom Fool. Very good 2nd in the Toboggan. And then the Blitzen at Parks in late 2021, he had a very good 2nd place finish by 3.5 lengths. Excuse me, I think I'm about to die. Just chugged a whole bunch of Perrier before this video. But, the Blitzen race where he closed up from nowhere, that was a very, very good race. Coming here today, like I said, his buyer's up to scratch. I'm going to use him. The 2-horse Awesome Jerry, I think, is your second likeliest winner. Most recently in the Hanshin Cup at Churchill, 1 mile on the 4th of July, he finished 3rd by 4.5 lengths, and he just couldn't get there late. I do like the decrease in distance to 7 furlongs from a mile, because 2 back, he won at 7 furlongs and optional 80 at Churchill, winning by 3.25 lengths on the front end. He won for fun, and then he won before that, Keelan going 7, closing up from nowhere. He's making a Saratoga debut today. I'll use him on the ticket also. But to recount my selection for the 8th from Saratoga, it is the Tail of the Cat. Let's take the 4-horse Repo Rocks. Give kudos to the 2-horse Awesome Jerry. 4-2-3-1 super. 4-2 in your multi-race. So good luck to him. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.